Although Barron Trump is most known as the 45th President of the U.S., his parents, Melania and Donald, consider him a miracle baby. Despite his privileged background, Barron has always kept to himself, much like his outspoken father. He shares his father's interests in business and athletics. Now that Barron Trump has admitted at the age of 18 what everyone has thought, he is interested in something else as well. The first child of Melania and Donald Trump, Barron Trump is the youngest of their sons. Since Melania and Donald were unprepared to become parents, he was born as a shock. His baptism took place in May 2006 in Palm Beach, Florida's Bethesda by the Sea Episcopal Church. He was born Barron William Trump on March 20, 2006, in Manhattan, New York. Barron grew up in the lap of luxury. He has lived in the penthouse of the Trump Tower since the day he was born, having had the floor all to himself for many years. Also, the worth of that floor is $100 million. The floor's white Carrara marble columns and marble fireplace exude an air of opulence. Speaking about opulence, he had opportunities and experiences that the majority of children do not have because of his family's money. He had plenty of toys when he was little. A little Mercedes-Benz with a unique registration plate was among them. This is but a taste of the Barron's pleasures. The belief in quality education held by Barron's father, Donald, has led him to attend only the most prestigious schools in the country. The Manhattan institution where Barron first enrolled was Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School. The intellectual rigor and illustrious reputation of CGPS have made it famous. But things were about to change for him soon. Barron attended St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland, close to Washington, D.C., after his father became the 45th President of the U.S. in 2016. Since every kid of a president has always attended Sidwell Friends School, Barron's decision to attend St. Andrew is noteworthy since it goes against the grain. Melania is renowned as a mother who puts her kid first, so she likely had a say in the decision to deviate from convention. She was so invested in his upbringing that she declined to use her financial means to employ a nanny. According to Melania, she wants to be the one to take daily care of Barron and raise him. Melania was unprepared to have Barron, but she embraced him as a gift and shaped his personality through her unwavering devotion to him. Perhaps Barron's intriguing choice was influenced by his strong bond with his mother. However, that can wait for now. Melania was there for her child emotionally and made sure that Brandon would have a normal childhood despite the wealth that was around him. While he was a student at Oxbridge Academy, a prestigious institution renowned for its rigorous brilliance, she ensured that her son had a great education. The little girl gave a charming description of her classmate Barron, saying, "He's really nice," when asked to identify him when no one was looking. This isn't the first time people have spoken great things about Barron. Rumor has it that another TikTok user named Maddie was once in Barron Trump's Columbia Grammar class and even claimed that the son of the former U.S. president was her first romantic interest. According to Maddie, who is seen in the video, Barron Trump was her first lover and first kiss when they were in school together. Additionally, she remembers the day when Barron had invited 80 kids to meet with the president's father at the White House. To the question of whether Barron is a nice person, she simply responded with the best on TikTok. From the outside looking in, Barron's character exudes an air of total humility. Contrary to popular belief, Barron is not an ostentatious, privileged teen. His maturity has shown him to be an honorable and conscientious young man who values his possessions and gives 110% in all that he does. Despite living in affluence, Melania made sure he learned humility and the importance of hard work. We have established that this mentality was the driving force behind her decision to go from the school's history in order to send her child there earlier in the film. Regarding educational institutions, Barron's learning journey was far from over. Melania took extraordinary care to teach her kid about her family's history and traditions. Barron acquired fluency in 2 languages at a young age. He studied both English and his mother's native Slovenian language. His maternal grandparents reside in New York, and he was able to converse with them in their native tongue after becoming fluent in both languages. Melania still had more languages to teach her son. It was in 2009 when she first mentioned that Barron is fluent in French. Because of this, he was trilingual. Slovenian, meanwhile, may be Barron's favorite of those languages. The Art of Her Deal, Melania's autobiography written by Pulitzer Prize-winning novelist Mary Jordan, claims that Barron and his mother continue to speak Slovenian. On numerous instances, including during their stay at the White House, the Secret Service personnel assigned to them has had the chance to overhear their conversations. In an interview with CBS News, Jordan disclosed that Melania, her parents, and Barron form a unit within the family unit, and they all speak Slovenian. Because of this, their communications are completely incomprehensible to the Secret Service. She goes on to say that Donald Trump experiences anxiety whenever he overhears his kid and wife speaking a language he has no background in learning. He occasionally finds it annoying because he doesn't understand a word they say, Jordan said. Donald Trump has a unique relationship with Barron despite his annoyance at being ignored in discussions. Melania affectionately referred to Barron as Little Donald since he looked just like his father when he was a kid. On the other hand, his businesslike demeanor is inherited from his father, which is why he was nicknamed by her. Melania said in an interview with ABC News in 2013 that her son enjoys dressing up like his dad and has no problem donning a suit. There are more traits that Barron inherited from his father besides his appearance. Bonding over sports is a favorite pastime of the two. We'll go into more detail about this later on, but for now, return to the story. Melania tries her utmost to foster camaraderie among the Trump males. She recognizes the significance of Barron's relationship with his dad and is committed to helping her kid have a close relationship with him. Barron enjoys spending time with Dad alone since he's usually with me. When it's time for Daddy and Barron, the first make sure to give them some space. That is something he is looking forward to, Melania said. Despite his father's hectic schedule and heavy obligations, how does Barron's relationship with his father, whose love for him is plain to see? He clearly wants what's best for his son, even though we don't see much of their interactions in public. Donald has always told Barron that he should follow his heart and do his best, regardless of how different his aspirations are from his own. Barron may look a lot like his dad, but he clearly inherited his mom's style. Barron Trump's sneaker style became a major fashion statement when he became president. Footwear News reports that his go-to sneaker brand back then was New Balance's 574 Core. On multiple occasions, Barron has also been seen sporting fashionable footwear with coverings. Sneakers from Vans, Adidas, and Nike are part of his collection. Barron always looks smashing, whether he's attending a formal gala or a more relaxed get-together. In 2019, Barron wore a pair of his beloved sneakers, this time in all black, during Thanksgiving festivities. After sighted in a gray and white pair in 2018, Barron was spotted in a camel-colored variant of the same style in March 2019. Photos of him wearing all black surfaced in early 2020. He was seen in what seemed to be a different pair of shoes with reflective detailing a couple of weeks ago. The fact that Barron has never failed to turn heads wherever he goes is a testament to the singularity of his understated approach. The way Barron rocks his shoes, whether it's a laid-back vibe in sneakers or a more formal affair in loafers, is a reflection of his impeccable taste. His confidence and charisma are magnified by his ability to wear any shoe style with ease. It's obvious that Barron is a future fashion icon thanks to his impeccable taste and genius utilization of his height. Sadly, Barron's life isn't all glam and glamour. Some of the difficulties faced as a child of a famous person like Donald pose a serious threat to one's life. Despite his parents' best efforts to shield him, he was eventually confronted with it even in their haven. Then what transpired? Arrested in August of 2023, a lady was charged with threatening the lives of Trump and his youngest son. Tracy Fiorenza, a 41-year-old woman from Chicago, allegedly posed a threat to Donald and Barron Trump via email after gaining access to Barron's school, according to CBS News. The Trump family and their political views, Fiorenza said, were her main sources of motivation. After looking over the threats, the Secret Service concluded that Fiorenza lacked the resources to implement them. Thankfully, the threat was handled with utmost seriousness to ensure the safety of the Trump family. The woman was caught by agents of the Secret Service just in time to prevent the situation from getting worse. The lady had reportedly been under surveillance by the Secret Service for years before her threats escalated to the point where she was arrested, according to officials. Family members informed the authorities that they were concerned about Fiorenza's stability in addition to her emails being reported. According to a law enforcement officer, her family has voiced their concerns to the authorities over her violent tendencies. She just admitted to discontinuing medicine for her long-term mental health issues. Making threatening communications was one of the charges against her. She had to endure a protracted court battle because of what she did. Barron would be kept safe by the Trumps to the best of their abilities. Concern for his well-being is paramount, as it has been throughout his life. He isn't entitled to a life of total normalcy just because he is the son of a prominent public figure. Security around Barron has been stepped up ever since the incident involving the death threat. No matter where Barron goes to school, on a family outing, or anywhere else, he is safe. Prior to his enrollment at the private college preparatory high school Oxbridge Academy in West Palm Beach, Florida, Ralph Moorer, the head of the school, informed the Daily Mail, "We are working directly with the Secret Service to ensure that logistics and security work smoothly and discreetly with little impact on students, faculty, staff, or day-to-day operations." Because of Barron's visit, the Secret Service has also been stationed on campus, and the Academy has notified the school's parents of this development. The atmosphere at Oxbridge Academy is perfect for her son, according to Melania. Apart from whether or not the school meets the expectations of Barron's parents, she thinks a school's commitment to academic performance and its diverse student body are more important. Koch was involved with Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign as a supporter and fundraiser. Barron transferred to Oxbridge Academy following his father's departure from the White House. Billionaire Bill Koch paid $34,800 a year to attend the institution. I find it interesting that Barron had a commute of just 15 minutes from Mar-a-Lago, his father's country club. This made the transfer easier for Barron, as he was already familiar with the area. The fact that Barron was invited by the school's administration was a plus as well. "We look forward to welcoming him into our school and community," said Scott Siegfried, the school's director of advancement, upon Barron's enrollment. Barron was already a school superstar, and his star power could only increase as he develops his athleticism and passion for athletics. Sports are Barron's favorite, as well as his beloved pastime, golf. The game has a sacred place in Donald's heart. Beyond being a golf enthusiast, he takes great pride in owning 11 facilities in the U.S. that bear the Trump golf course brand. Donald would spend his weekends playing golf with his son Barron, according to two insiders. "I've seen Barron out there with him on a few occasions," Trump's pal told Politico after speaking with the president. "He's got his own thing going as an athlete," the acquaintance remarked. Prior to Trump's presidency, this practice already existed. Barron has an athletic build. In any setting, this makes him more noticeable. Whenever he takes his family out, he becomes noticed. The tall Trump is a moniker that Barron's relatives have given him because of his towering height. He may be little, but he towers above the grown-ups in the Trump family. In addition to drawing notice to himself, his height has prompted people to wonder how much taller he could get. Barron has the makings of one of the tallest Trumps ever, given his present rate of growth and his family's history of outgrowth. There is a noticeable height disparity between him and his father, Donald Trump, who stands at about 6 feet, 3 inches and an additional 7 inches. Donald Jr. and Eric, two of Barron's half-brothers, are each about 6 feet 1 inch tall, but he towers over them all. Even though Barron is a huge golf fan, he reportedly has an interest in other sports as well. There have been sightings of him playing tennis and soccer. As a member of the DC United Youth Academy soccer team, his passion for the sport blossomed. At the White House Easter egg roll in April 2017, he met DC United players while wearing an Arsenal FC jersey. In September 2017, he was selected to participate in the 2017-18 season for the Under-12 team at DC United's Development Academy. As of February 2019, he took part in matches played by the Arlington Soccer Association. Sports participation by Trump's son is not an issue for him. Donald Trump once said if he decides to play football, then that is his choice. in response to a question regarding his son's potential professional path, and I would honor that. As a result, it's clear that Trump will always be there for his son and that the two are very close. Barron is so intent on following in his father's footsteps that he will become a successful businessman and golfer. If Barron has his father's support, he knows he can achieve his goals no matter what challenges he faces. As they take on new obstacles side by side, prepared to overcome everything that comes their way, the bond between a father and son grows stronger. Is Barron's father's political involvement an indication that he will do the same? At the 2024 Republican National Convention in May, Barron made his political debut when he was selected to represent Florida. Although her son declined the offer, Melania Trump later revealed that he had other obligations. Maybe Barron isn't interested in politics like his dad was, until he makes a choose. First, Barron must enroll in college. In the presence of Barron's proud parents, Donald and Melania Trump, who celebrated his 18th birthday on March 20, 2024, on May 17, 2024, Barron graduated from Oxbridge Academy. Victor Naves, his grandfather, was also present at the ceremony. During Barron's time at school, his academic accomplishments and commitment to his studies were also emphasized. His pupils and instructors had nothing but praise for his wit and diligence. With Barron's graduation, a new and thrilling chapter closed and a new adventure began. Seeing their son reach this goal brought a smile to his face because they knew he had worked so hard for it. Barron has said that he plans to further his studies and have a job where he can help people and the planet in the years to come. But it seems like Barron hasn't decided yet. The Trumps aren't prepared to admit it, even if he has. Not even Donald Trump, known for his stunning statements, has spoken publicly about where his son will attend college. Considering the boy was the target of death threats, his desire to keep it a secret is understandable. At his speech, Trump thus verified that his youngest son is indeed considering college, albeit he refrained from naming specific schools, but it's possible that Donald Trump has already allowed this to slide. At one point, Donald Trump came clean about his belief that Barron might attend Penn. While attending the Wharton School of Finance and Commerce, Trump earned a degree in economics and graduated from the university in 1969. There were two options available to Barron: go along the same road or create his own.